What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Alright, let's jump into it. The intro that you saw was a video that I had made for Kicking It ATX. Now, Kicking It ATX is a store that is located in the Domain up in Austin, Texas. So if you ever stop by, definitely check them out. They have some cool releases coming up for you in the upcoming year. But yes, they were releasing this shoe, the Jordan 1 Spiderman Origin Story. This shoe was released on December 14th, 2018, and it was released to commemorate the opening of the theatrical movie or the animated movie of Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. In copying a pair, this retailed at a price point of $160 USD at a couple dollars for taxes based on your location. In terms of resale, looking on apps like Goat, StockX, or Grailed, this is going for about $320 just depending on the size that you need. First impression of the shoe, looking online and looking at the different pictures and whatnot, the shoe looked like a Chicago 1 colorway, and that was definitely one of the main reasons why I wanted to pull the trigger on this shoe. Having the shoe in hand and being able to look at it directly in person and being able to touch the materials and feeling the different textiles and whatnot, it's a pretty quality shoe. Going back to my previous thoughts of why this shoe reminded me of the Jordan 1 Chicago colorway, I mean, look at the paneling, look at the leather spots, look at the red, the black, the white. It's all pretty much placed in the same place. There are little differences between this and the Jordan 1 Chicago. So let's dip into the specifics. The upper is mainly comprised of leather materials, which is pretty common on Jordan 1s across the board. We have this quarter panel done up in white tumbled leather, and it feels pretty good and soft to the touch. On top of that tumbled leather, we have this Nike swoosh. It's done up in black, and it reaches from the lateral side of the shoe, wraps around the heel, and goes to the medial side of the shoe. I wish the camera could pick this up. There are like little hexagon patterns all throughout the swoosh, but oh well. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Moving on to the red panels of the shoe, it makes up the lacing system, makes up the toe box area, and wraps around the heel. It's pretty much done up in red leather, and there are actually dots on it. I'm not sure this camera can pick it up, but you can see like clear dots, and this is done in a 3M reflective material. I'm not too sure why these 3M reflective dots are represented on these red panels on this shoe. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie and don't know if that plays a role or I'm missing something or not. Some people are attributing these clear dots to be like Kirby dots or halftone dots in comic books. So the halftone dots are like a printing way, like how they create color and shapes in comic books, and then the Kirby dots are like how a superhero would like power up, and they have like these dots surrounding them to exemplify that, oh, they're powering up or gonna use their superhero energy. I don't understand it. It's cool, but I don't understand it. So yes, you have those red panels. Now moving towards the toe box area, we have the vamp area done up in that same white tumbled leather that you have right here on the quarter panel, just up here, and they have the perforated holes so your toes can breathe while inside this shoe. The lacing system. So we have that red leather that runs on the lateral and the medial sides of the shoe, and then we have those punched in eyelets on the side. And the default laces is going to be of a flat black lace. I think it's 100% cotton. What's cool about these laces is that at the end or the eyelets, they're actually coated with red. The second set of laces that we get with this shoe are of a flat shape and of a red color, and the eyelets are done in that baby blue color or sky blue color. Behind those laces is the white padded tongue, and it is made out of a nylon material. Reaching towards the top of the shoe, you will see this tab right here in that sky blue coloring with the Nike Air Swoosh logo done up in red, and that tag actually wraps all the way to the back of this shoe. Now this is one of the subtleties that separate this shoe from the Chicago colorway. Normally on the Chicago colorway, that tag is normally red. Moving towards the back of the shoe, we have these two panels of black, the collar area and this panel right here, and they actually have the same hexagonal pattern that the Nike swoosh has. Sandwiched in between those two black panels, we have that red leather going on, and it still has those 3M dots going on with the Air Jordan logo pressed in black. The heel of the shoe, we have that red panel that reaches from the lateral side to the medial side with the 3M reflective dots going all the way across the shoe. We have this tab right here that covers the Nike swoosh that also is reaching from the lateral to the medial side, and it actually has a heel counter at the back of it. It's not too stiff, but it provides enough support to hold your foot up. The lining of the shoe is padded on the lateral, the medial, and the heel portion of the shoe. It's padded, but it's not super well padded to where it feels super comfortable. It's not the best that I've seen, but it still works. Now, I tried to take out the insole from the shoe, but it didn't want to come out, and I didn't want to put a heat gun to it, but you can see that it's done in the same blue as this tag right here. Towards the heel, it has the Nike Air logo done up in red. And that too is another feature that differentiates this shoe from a Chicago colorway. Moving on to the midsole of the shoe, it's pretty standard. It is your normal Jordan 1 rubber sole going all the way around the shoe. Nothing special with this. The technology involved with it is pretty basic. Nothing special. Now this is another feature that separates this shoe from a Chicago colorway. It's this icy blue sole. On a Chicago colorway, we would have that red sole. And in standard form, it has the normal Jordan 1 traction going on. And this is done up in a blown rubber to enable flexibility for when you take your next step in this shoe. Let's talk fitment. Normally I'm rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US in Nike shoes or Jordan shoes. So whatever you wear in a Nike or a Jordan shoes, and if you don't know your size, you can definitely go to any shoe store in the nation and try out a Jordan there or a Nike branded shoe, and it's pretty much going to be the same size as this, or that you would wear in this. In terms of comfort, it is a Jordan 1. These shoes don't have too much technology involved with them. They don't have like a crazy EVA or a Phylon midsole. They don't have too much in terms of like a Nike Air bed. It's just your standard Nike Air Jordan shoe. Now how I rock mine, I usually put an insole from Dick's Sporting Goods or Academy Sports and Outdoors and put that in there because I need that extra support. I need that extra cushioning. The shoe, overall, it looks pretty dope. However, I don't understand the correlation between the Jordan 1 shoe and Spider-Man series. It's probably something that I actually have to go out and watch the movie Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. In all honesty, I really don't care about comics, don't care about superheroes, it's all played out to me, don't care about DC, don't care about Marvel Universe, it's whatever. Really, I just bought the shoe because it looks like the Chicago colorway, and it's gonna be the easiest shoe to custom into that Chicago colorway. Gonna take some acetone, then wipe all that 3M reflective material off, gonna change some panels, gonna change the outsole and dye that right here. It's gonna be an easy custom, and if you want to do that custom, go ahead and stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. Probably pissed off a couple people just now, but that's all good, you'll get over it. What do you think about this shoe? This collaboration between Jordan brand and Spider-Man. This is a good pickup, a bad pickup? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video, like that custom coming up. Alright guys, I am Chris.Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers. Sige na.